I once again welcome you all to the Anavarana stage of Book Brahma Literature Festival 2024. So now we have Currency Colony by Chaayapublications. I request Saraswathi ma'am to unveil the book over there. I request to unveil the cover page. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Now I hand over the session to the moderator.
Yeah. Hello, this is Likhith. So before we get going to the session, these people are willing to honor the speakers and publishers actually. Yeah. Coming back to the session, we are having a Tamil book called Currencycolony, written by Elangaoan. So on the stage we are having Kannada publisher Shridhar Banvasi and a very renowned Telugu publisher Chaaya director Mohan Babu. So we'll have a discussion in the sense. I'll moderate and ask questions to those people why these people like that book, Currencycolony, where we are having literature. But in these days, why these people want Currencycolony, which will give a motto to the new business makers, people who want to want to make a business or startup. So I want to know. So the first question is to Mohan Babu. So Mohan, I know you very well by publishing a lot of translations into Telugu through Chaaya and Prachaya. I have seen your publications mostly focusing on literature actually. Why did you choose Currencycolony as your book? Very recent book.
First of all, thanks BookBrahma for having this opportunity to book inauguration. And before going to the answer this thing, let me also thank Saraswathi ma'am and their sons for allowing us to publish in Telugu translation. And Chaaya is one of the serious publishers, both in both serious literature, particularly fiction. The question moderators want to know is why you have published a non-fiction book. Yeah. For me and Shridhar also, I can say the one thing, whether life is a part of the fiction and non-fiction. Fiction is enlightening us. At the same time, non-fiction, like the sciences are creating awareness regarding the money or maybe some other lifestyle paths. All this is the part of the publication. So publisher cannot fix to what fictional life publish, non-fictional life publish and all these things. We are taken as a part of the thing. After reading the book, when Mr. Ashokan approached us at printing it in Telugu, we read the book. We immediately thought, okay, why can't we reach out readers? This kind of thing, because in Telugu, a lot of motivational books have been published by well-known authors like Anavarana and all this. Even though the guys are serious fictions, but they also wrote Vijayaniki ultimately the path for that success for 5 stars and something like that. Similar thing I also found in this book, saying that when you sit in the when you stand in the plane and look at the peaks of the mountain, but there is a path to reach the that peak. Find out that. So definitely I feel that this is going to be a very important thing for our readers, not only to read the fiction. Along with the fiction, you also read that this kind of things, so the life is also very easy. Read the fiction, enjoy, and read these kind of books and make success for your life. And buy more fiction. That's what I thought. And I request Shridhar also answer this.
First, I am very thankful to Book Brahma and Saraswathi Elangaoan for this great opportunity. For recently, we are focusing on self-goal and money management and personality development books. Actually, we have last from 4 to 5, 6 years. We are focusing on publishing this kind of related books. When first time I observed the draft, actually, so it's kindly what I was focusing on from last 5, 6 years. The same content I got it actually. So now I am focused on focusing on the self goal actually, in entrepreneurial skills and money management. So in the same kind, it's a mixture of all the contents actually. So I found live examples of what we are publishing the from 5, 6 to 6 years. So I found the same real examples in this book actually. So Anavarana and his compiled many entrepreneurs success stories in one book. That's a inspiration story for all the entrepreneurs, those who are planning to or execution, those who are have a great vision in entrepreneuring the skill. This is one of the best example in Kannada actually. So in this way, we are the part of this project actually. Thank you for this opportunity to Ashokan sir and Saraswathi ma'am. Thank you.
Before handing it out to moderator, I would like to ask Ma'am Mohan, why you like to translate all these things into various other languages, particularly southern languages, and to get into all the readers? What motivated you to get into the thing? Definitely, for Tamil, it's going to be the thing. Why you want to make it? What are the languages?
Thank you. Namaskar, I love actually, when his life was that Dr. Natarajan Elangaoan's life was a very short life if you see from outside. But in that short life, he has achieved whatever he dreamt. His dream was not started in the later age. Nowadays, everybody is telling my son is in 10th standard. He don't know what to do next. But his dream, Dr. Natarajan Elangaoan's dream, started at the age of 19. If you see, when they go to college, they will be confused whether to listen to my dad and mom or have to take my own decision. Adರಲ್ಲಿ confusion ಇರುವಾಗ he decided to go for a veterinary degree and he is starting a magazine. That's a handwritten magazine. While doing the magazine, okay, when we are doing our small thing, we'll not give more importance to that. But he has done it as a full-time job. While studying, he was doing that as a full-time job. When we conduct the functions and all, he used to conduct like how Kumudam, Vigadan or big magazine conduct the function. He was conducting the functions like that. Whatever dream he had, he worked. When during his Memorial Day, we were just analyzing everything. Then we thought, he has worked for Andimalai 36 years. He lived for 54 years. And in that 36 years, his dream was Andimalai. And he wanted to become an entrepreneur. There is two reasons for that. Okay, when you go to media, you cannot earn money to run the media. He thought then for that he wanted to make a source of money. He became an entrepreneur, which all South Indians will think twice, will study and will work. He has overcome it and he has done it. And when it comes to currency colony, he has written in Tamil first. And he wanted to give his ideas to the young people. He always will be happy to interact with people and share their ideas and his ideas. Then he was talking to Asokan. He wanted this book to reach Tamil, Telugu, all the languages. He wanted to bring the book, but unfortunately he's not with us. But his dream is still live with us. And Andimalai, I don't know how many of you know about Andimalai. Andimalai, he has run for 36 years, and I proudly say that 36 years and per year 12 magazine. Each magazine is we can preserve that copy. It's not like you read and you throw that book. We can read any time. It is hooked for that time. Like that, the magazines are coming. And currency colony, what I liked in this is that it is coming in all the languages. In our office also we have different language people, so they can also read and they can also come out with an idea for entrepreneurship.
Thank you all.
So, Saraswathi ma'am and this book says that there will be complexities if we are going toward passion. So, this book majorly discusses about situations, complexities, if we want to start a business. So, if a man wants to do a business, want to start up a business, there will be a lot of issues he carries in this book. But from the perspective of a woman, if you take, there is this second chapter. This chapter is about Likhith, about Pappad, 7 uneducated women starting Likhith and growing up into a large startup. So, how can you see that situations of women from the perspective?
Yeah, this is very interesting. This thing. See, when somebody wants a success and all these, you need not have a great degrees, great this thing, then start vision and all these things. When you have a I can't say vision. When you have a compulsion, you have to survive. When you have to have a struggle to survive. From that, all your dreams will start. When you are thinking about other things, you make it big. You think in a different way. Unlike the routine, conventional way, think different. Definitely, always you are going to have a success in this thing. That's what precisely. Not only is it proper. I think another 2-3 chapters. This is going to come back. Yeah. This, don't bother about your education. When you have a vision and assurance, and to have that commitment towards a thing, definitely things will succeed. Money is also not a constraint for this kind of things. That's what I feel like.
ಸೊ ನಾವು ಈ ಪುಸ್ತಕದ ಮೂಲಕ ನಾವು ಕೆಲವು ವಿಚಾರಗಳ ಎಂಟರ್ಪ್ರೆನರ್ಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ವಿಚಾರ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೋದಂದ್ರೆ, ಸುಮಾರು 100 ವರ್ಷದ ಹಿಂದೆ ಒಂದು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕಟ್ಟುವಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಚಾಲೆಂಜಸ್, ಎಷ್ಟು ಸವಾಲುಗಳು ಇತ್ತು, ಇನ್ನು 10 ವರ್ಷದ ಹಿಂದೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕಟ್ಟುವಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸವಾಲುಗಳು ಇತ್ತು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಎರಡು ನಮಗೆ ಆಯಾಮಗಳ ಮೂಲಕ, ಎರಡು ಉದಾಹರಣೆಗಳ ಮೂಲಕ ನಮಗೆ ಸಿಗುತ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. 100 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ HMT ಕಟ್ಟಿದಂತ ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಸಾಧಕರ ಕಥೆಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ 10 ವರ್ಷದ ಹಿಂದೆ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಮೈಂಡ್ ಟ್ರೀ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಕಂಪನಿಯನ್ನ 10-20 ವರ್ಷದ ಹಿಂದೆ ಕಟ್ಟಿದಂತ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಟ್ರೀ ಕಂಪನಿ ಒಂದು ಸಾಧಕರ ಕಥೆಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಇದೆ. ನಾವು ಎರಡು ಆಯಾಮಗಳು ನೋಡುವಾಗ ಸಾಧಕರು ಹೇಗೆ ಆ ಒಂದು ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳನ್ನ ಎದುರಿಸಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಗೆಲುವನ್ನು ಕಂಡು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕೂಡ ಈ ಪುಸ್ತಕದ ಉದಾಹರಣೆ ಇದೆ, ಮತ್ತು ಅದು ಉತ್ತರ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳು, ಸವಾಲುಗಳು ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರಿಗೂ, ಸಾಧಕನಿಗೂ 100 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಸವಾಲುಗಳು ಇತ್ತು, ಈಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಸವಾಲುಗಳು, ಸಾಹಸಗಳು ಈಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಇದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಅವೆರಡನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಎದುರಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕೂಡ ಈ ಪುಸ್ತಕದಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಆ ಎರಡು ಉದಾಹರಣೆಗಳು ನಮಗೆ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು, ವಿದ್ಯಾವಂತರು ಮಾತ್ರ ಸಾಧಕರು ಸಾಧನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ದೊಡ್ಡ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಉದ್ಯಮ ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಸುಳ್ಳು. ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಕೆಲವು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಓದ್ಕೊಂಡವ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಉದ್ಯಮವನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, 100 ಜನರಿಗೆ 1000 ಜನರಿಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಜೀವನಕ್ಕೆ ಆಶ್ರಯ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವರ ಜೀವನ ಅವರ ಕನಸುಗಳು ಇವ್ರು ಹೇಗೆ ಸಾಥ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕೂಡ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯ ಮಹಿಳೆಯರ ಹೆಣ್ಮಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಕಥೆ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಿಕ್ಸರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಎಲ್ಲ ರೀತಿ ಒಂದು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಸಾಧಕರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸಾಧನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ಕನಸು ಕಾಣ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ರೀತಿ ಉದಾಹರಣೆಗಳು ಈ ಒಂದೇ ಪುಸ್ತಕದಲ್ಲೇ ನನಗೆ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
in this, what I like is the second chapter, what he has told. Dr. Elangaoan always tell that, okay, we have people on roll. For them, he used to tell, when a man is working, the woman who has the full potential, she's sitting at home and doing cooking and all which he don't like. He always tell the man, you are wasting a full potential and energy, which can be utilized for the purpose of the social, like economical improvement or something. He always stressed them that they should stand on their leg and they should know their responsibilities. And some of them doesn't want the ladies to come out. He object always that. And one of the best thing I have learned from his is he's consistent in hard work. He doesn't expect the result immediately. Whenever we go to him with some kind of, this is not happening, it is put your hard work continuously, consistently. Definitely you will win. He's the example for that. And currency colony is the best example. Whether you have studied, if you studied well, then only you can come up in the life. It's not like that. If you read the Dabawala stories, they don't know to read and write how they were doing the business. It was fantastic, the story, if you read how they were doing with zero error. That is the best thing with the Dabawalas. That's a good story which I have read in this. And the Likhith puppet story. The two are the good stories which I have read. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Actually, you mentioned about Dabawalas and Likhith stories, right? Actually, even I like them the most among all the 15. So, coming back to again about the book. So, there is this Dr. V, and actually this question is mostly to Mohan only. So, he published Jai Mohan's short stories as Nemmi Neelam, which was in Tamil as Aram. So, there is this character called Dr. K. He is also called Yanai Doctor. So, since there are more passion towards the work, Dr. V, how can you compare Dr. K and Dr. V as a publisher, as a reader?
Very interesting thing when you are comparing J. Mohan's fiction into the non-fiction of this thing. So whether fiction or non-fiction, life is life. So fiction is created from the life only. Fiction is not from far from life. So when you are creating a fiction, so that I don't foresee either a character created by that writer or a character came from life. Both are having the same struggle, same this thing. So I can't imagine something beyond a life and they try to work out. That's precisely the same relevance what you are talking about here. What do you say, Shridhar?
So I too have the same thing because life is common for all achievers and non-achievers. The struggle and everything the same actually. So only thing is how they are the vision and how they are targeted their life and their ಜೀವನವನ್ನು ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಗೆ ಕಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಅವ್ರು ಕನಸು ಕಾಣ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಬಹಳ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. That's the difference. Only thing I found.
So majorly we are in these days that we mostly focus on literature. But again I'm telling, books like Currency Colony is different, where sometimes we keep it away. But since these books are necessary, and will you say these 15 writings, I mean these articles, do you find any literary backgrounds in this?
I am surprised to face this question, gentlemen. Reason is this, Shridhar is telling that he is going to sell 50,000 copies. You are telling something. Just I'm joking. So this kind of things are definitely go better because before reading the fiction or creative literature, people would like to want to survive first. Further, they thrive. What best I can do? What are the various things I can do further for the success and all this. Yeah, everybody need not be Ambani or somebody that maybe that whatever people are talking about it. People may not be, but beyond that, at least succeed to the extent of what they are achieving, that's more than sufficient. Everybody need not having a crores of rupees. At least basic survival, basic fulfillment of their what are the thought process, that's more than sufficient, what I feel like. What do you say, Shridhar, again?
ಈ ವಿಚಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಕೇಳುವಾಗ ಯಾವುದೇ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕನಸು ಕಾಣಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನು ಅನ್ಕೋತೀವಿ, ಬಂಡವಾಳ ಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ ನಾವು ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಕುಟುಂಬದ ಹಿನ್ನೆಲೆ ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಬಟ್ ನಾವು ಸಾಧನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ದೃಷ್ಟಿಕೋನ ಬೇಕು. ನಾನು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಸಾಧನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ದೃಷ್ಟಿಕೋನ ಬಹಳ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಕೋನದಿಂದ ನೀವು ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂಡವಾಳ ಇದ್ರು, ಎಷ್ಟು ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಇದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇನ್ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾಧನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದು ಒಂದು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಅನ್ವಯ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಪುಸ್ತಕದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಉದಾಹರಣೆಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಯಾರು ಕೆಲವೊಬ್ರು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಇರೋರು ಕೂಡ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಇಲ್ಲದವರು ಕೂಡ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ದೃಷ್ಟಿಕೋನ ಇದೆ. ನಾನು ಇದನ್ನ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದನ್ನ ಸಾಧನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಇದನ್ನ ನಾನು ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದ ಒಂದು ಗುರಿನ ಸಾಧಿಸಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ದೃಷ್ಟಿಕೋನ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಆ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಸಾಧಕರು ಅದೊಂದು ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಹಾಯ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಅವರ ಸಾಧನೆಯನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮತ್ತೆ ಜಗತ್ತಿಗೆ ಸಮಾಜಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಉದಾಹರಣೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ನಾವಿಂದ ಗಮನಿಸುವಂತ ವಿಚಾರ ಕೂಡ.
So this is the final question that I'm going to ask for to all these speakers. So when we are going to read this book, in his preface, Elangaoan starts this. So if I want to, when I started thinking about business and I pleaded our parents, they refused my idea. 3 times they rejected my idea. So it is all about families, their thinking. So how do you describe, how do people see that situation?
Yeah, this is very important part of this thing. When Elangaoan wants to get into the thing, family said no, friends said no, even no. So fundamental thing, what I request that families also, when your children or maybe your friends or somebody wants to do something different, do something wants to think, don't discourage them, ask them to think. If at all you feel that certain negative things are there, then tell them, boss, maybe these positive, certain accept your positive things. There may be some negative you may to face these problems, and look into all these things and try to take a decision. And that would be the better way of putting the thing, instead of saying, don't do this, your life will ruin and all these things. So once you encourage that kind of this thing, definitely the people will create a new life and they will see the new peaks into their life. That's what I feel. Even not only that, another part what I would like to add, the thing, not only education. Some boy, some girl may be interested in some other field other than this education. If you encourage at that age, definitely they are going to reach making more success into that field, instead of putting a first you read, first you do this, first you do that and all these things. That's what I feel.
For this, in his book, he has told that his family was opposing to start a business. Okay, to start anything, they'll be having questions. For example, in my life, what has happened is, my eldest son, he has completed 10th standard. Then he don't want to go for whatever science group or maths group. Then we asked a question. He was very adamant in taking accountancy commerce, which in Tamil Nadu, I don't know about here, in Tamil Nadu, all the parents want their children to be a doctor or engineer, which he was opposing me very strongly. He got the school first, then also he was not ready to, even teachers were opposing. Then we asked him the reason, why you wanted to do accountancy and commerce. By the time Elangaoan was doing business, he is seeing the business. His answer was a bit different, which I have never heard it. When I asked, I wish, because Elangaoan is a doctor, his brothers is a doctors, and one brother is an engineer. When I asked my son, he told, Amma, if I become a doctor, I am the only doctor. If I become a businessman, I can give job to 100 doctors. That is the reply I got it from him, which I don't forget. At the age of 16, he replied me like that. Then Elangaoan's words and thought processes in him, I was proud of that. And Elangaoan always tells that if you wanted to do something, you are dreaming something, stick to that, work for that, work consistently. And whenever obstacle comes, try to overcome it, don't go down, work on it. That is what we are here. Let us have after his till his last breath, he was telling us the same thing, and we are here for that. Thank you.
ಮೇಡಮ್, ನನಗೆ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಬಹಳ ನಂಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಯ್ತು. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಾತಿಗೆ ಪೂರಕ ಒಂದು ಎರಡು ಮಾತು ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅನ್ಸಲ್ಲ. ನನಗೀಗ ನಟರಾಜ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಯಾಕೆ ಈ ಪುಸ್ತಕನ ಬರೆದ್ರು, ನಾನು ಥಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಬರೆದ್ರು ಇದನ್ನ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೇನೋ ಒಂದು ಇದೆ, ನನ್ನಂತೆ ಇನ್ನಷ್ಟು ನೂರಾರು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಕಾಣ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರಿಗೇನೋ ಒಂದು ಕನಸು. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನ ನಿಮ್ ಮಗ ಕೂಡ ಅದೇ ಕನಸನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತಂದೆಯವರ ಕನಸು ಮಗನಲ್ಲೇ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಅದು ಒಂದು ಮೇಬಿ ಥಾಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಮೂಲಕ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಮತ್ತೆ ತೆಲುಗಲ್ಲಿ ಮೋಹನ್ ಸರ್ ಈ ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ನಮ್ ಬಹಳ ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ನಮಗಿದು ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನ್ಸ್ ಒಂದು ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ಪುಸ್ತಕವನ್ನು ಆದಷ್ಟು ನಾವು ತಲುಪಿಸ್ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಆದಷ್ಟು ಜನರಿಗೆ ಈ ಪುಸ್ತಕವನ್ನು ಓದಿ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೇರಣೆಗೊಂಡು ಅವರೊಬ್ಬರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ಬಿಲಿಯನಿಯರ್ ಉಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಇಂಥವ್ 10 ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ನಮ್ಮ ಲಿಟರೇಚರ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಗೆ ಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸರ್ ಸಿಗ್ಬೋದು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸಮಾಜಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಕೂಡ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಟರಾಜನ್ ಎಳಂಗೋವನ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸರಸ್ವತಿ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ನನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಅಭಿನತ. ಬಟ್ ನೀವು ಈ ಮೂಲಕ ಒಂದು ಸಮಾಜಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಥ್ರೂ ದಿಸ್ ಬುಕ್ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದೊಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಕಾಣಿಕೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಮಾಜಕ್ಕೆ ಮತ್ತು ಪಬ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರಕ್ಕೆ. ತುಂಬಾ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ನಮಗೆ.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ.